Welcome to Google Cloud's digital conference. Let's talk about AI. My name is Milan Lee, and I'm a machine learning specialist at Google Cloud.
Hi, I'm Adam Champy. I'm a senior product manager at Google Cloud.
We are going to talk about a very exciting technology today. It's called Dialogflow. We have Googlers on standby to answer your questions live. So please click the icon to your left and ask away. So haven't you noticed that there's a lot of chit-chat about conversational technology these days?
I've been in a lot of conversations on conversational technology.
Yeah, and many people have misperceptions about what it is exactly. Well, it's a very intelligent, smart technology to help automate the flow of your conversations between your user and your organization.
But we've seen in a lot of these conversations that consensus, it's not that good yet. And a lot of experiences for end users are not that high quality. They often don't answer the consumer's question, and they don't feel natural or human. So I think there's something we can do about it.
Yeah, and do you know why that is?
I have a few ideas.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of bot technologies out there, but most of them are not accessible to AI. Most of them are decision tree based or business rule driven, and they're not smart enough to pick up different types of user utterances that can be thousands of possibilities. So we cannot be able to smartly respond to it because there's no AI behind the scene. So I think what we really sell to the market is our ability to make this experience a lot more intelligent and smarter through Dialogflow.
So we've seen a lot of traction with this solution to all the problems that Milan took you through. We've seen over 500,000 developers engage with Dialogflow. We support over 27 languages and locales. This is all powered by Google's ML, so we really simplify and address all of the challenges that we looked at. In particular, we leverage a lot of technology that we've learned from our consumer side of the business to bring an offering in technology for Google Cloud. A lot of you know and are aware of our investments in research and technology, both in academia as well as in the forefront of machine learning. We're also investing in infrastructure, things like TensorFlow processing units, and understanding the world around us with our knowledge graph. When we focus on Dialogflow, we're looking really at the middle column of our investments, natural language understanding and synthesis. It's really important to understand what a consumer wants, how they say it, and then synthesize speech or chats back in a really human and natural way to engage and solve a consumer problem.
You know, the Dialogflow technology is really versatile. It applies to any scenario and any companies. For example, if you're in the business of providing customer service, Dialogflow is great to automate some of those processes in your voice channel, in your web channel, or your social media channel. It can automatically answer those one-off questions that your customers want to get access to immediately. It's also great to use it for IoT devices. If you want to issue a command to turn off the lights, you want to get the news for today, Dialogflow is such a great virtual agent to fetch that information for you. Last but not least, it's also great to retrieve organizational information. So let's say you have a lot of HR policies at your company. How do you enable your employees to easily find that information without having to go through multiple emails rounds or searching all over the web for that information? You can leverage the bot to automate that natural information Q&A in the process so your employees can get that information 24/7.
If I don't know much about ML or NLU, or even what those two things mean, can I still use Dialogflow?
Absolutely. You can still use Dialogflow to leverage their NLU models and ML models behind the scene. You're not expected to write any code, and that's really one of the main value prop of Dialogflow. You can just input some training examples of what your users commonly say in your interactions. You can easily upload your organization's FAQ into the bot. You can connect your bot to any backend systems to retrieve additional information. And last but not least, this is so easy to deploy. Well, let's go ahead and look at a demo where we can schedule a bike repair appointment using the bot technology. Let's go ahead and connect to the bike shop chatbot using Google Assistant. Let me get my Google Assistant set up. Talk to ABC's bike shop.
Okay, let's get the test version of ABC Bike Shop.
Hi, welcome to ABC's Bike Shop. How can I help you?
I'd like to make an appointment for Thursday at 2 p.m.
Okay, let me see if we can fit you in. October 18th, 2 p.m. is fine. Do you need a repair or just a tune-up?
I need a repair.
Okay, we'll schedule a fix for tomorrow, the 18th of October 2018, at 14 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. We'll see you then.
You see how easy it was to set up an appointment? It was very interactive, and I was able to speak to the bot very naturally. Wasn't that awesome? We were able to automate that, response and appointment through the bot.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So let me show you what happens behind the scene to make that bot happen. So first of all, we have a properties box on the left-hand side to help our designer create entities and intents and upload knowledge base into the bot. So intent, we have a make appointment intent here. Okay, so this is where the designer can upload some commonly used phrases to train the NLU model behind the scene.
So this is a pretty small set of phrases.
Yeah, we don't really need to upload that many phrases as long as there's variety in the phrases. And the machine learning model is smart enough to detect similar sentences with that kind of structure and vocabularies.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. When we make an appointment, we want to make sure that our user provides the date and time. And we have the ability to make this a required field. And the bot will be smart enough to prompt the user for information if the date and time are missing.
I also see that the date and time are there. We don't ask those questions.
We don't ask those questions. Those are called pre-built entities.
Cool.
Those are system entities that come with Dialogflow that automatically detect the categories of entities that you have in your sentences. We can also define our own entities, which is what we've done here. I define entity to categorize whether the service is for a repair or for a tune-up.
Cool.
Okay. We can also upload synonym list into this entity type in order to detect different ways our customer asks for the service. I want to show you something that's really cool, and I really love this feature a lot. It's called the knowledge base. What we can do is, if we already have a lot of commonly asked questions available in our website or somewhere we saved it in a document, we can upload all those questions and answers pairs and make the bot be responsive when someone asks the same questions. I already have uploaded an FAQ into this bot right here. So we have questions like, do you take trade-ins? Can I bring my dog into the shop? Okay, so let's go ahead and ask a similar question. By the way, the questions that I ask do not need to mirror exactly the same grammar and syntax structure of the FAQ docs. So if I ask, is it okay to bring my dog in? You can see that the bot is able to match my intent to the question and answer pair that's provided in the FAQ doc.
We know a lot of companies already have FAQs or stock answers, and this is a really fast way to get started.
Yeah, and if I ask other types of questions in this conversation, the bot will be smart enough to switch to another context. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Now I'm going to ask for an appointment. And I'm going to have a typo in appointment just to make a point. Okay, so notice that it's able to pick up any spelling errors from the users by itself. And once it matches the intent here is the make appointment intent. Okay, we have a sentiment score on the bottom. If I say something that's more negative, for example, if I say something like, I have a bike that's been broken for weeks, I can't fix it, it's going to output a sentiment score that's much lower. So that's a great way for your ability to program the bot to send off the conversation to a human agent. We have other features like fulfillment, which allows you to connect to other backend databases, as well as integrations to other web apps and social media platforms. Great, so let's go ahead and recap what we've seen so far.
So the benefits you just saw are that with a small set of training phrases, you're able to build a rich and natural conversation. And with an already existing FAQ, you're able to auto-generate a chat system that can answer questions really quickly and really effectively. You also saw a little bit that we can correct spelling. So for those bad spellers like me, it helps to solve a problem fast. We also saw we can have a high accuracy of understanding consumers. And that really comes down to that NLU processing I talked about before. Understanding intent means understanding end users. We also can handle ambiguous or kind of strange grammars without tens of thousands of training phrases. And this really enables quick development cycles where you can respond to new intents, new concepts, and add features to your own chatbot or your own chat system very quickly.
This sounds really amazing.
Yep. So what's really powerful is that this technology can go into a variety of industries, whether it's travel with KLM, pizza ordering with Domino's, or ordering or kind of selecting venues and tickets with Ticketmaster. All of these companies bring conversational experiences to their end users to make things easier, more natural, and actually quite effective for e-commerce. We're also seeing a variety of different use cases outside of just these three. We have folks using our products in car systems. We have others using it to help with recipes. We have others using just to learn a little bit more about history. The ways that you can bring conversation to life are really powerful, and we're excited to see where Dialogflow can go. So let's talk about the contact center. This is a place where we can really apply these conversational technologies to enable better customer journeys. In particular, we can connect end users, whether by phone or by chat, with Dialogflow to enable rich, powerful experiences. In the contact center, often we're trying to sell a consumer a new product or help them deal with a return or an issue. It's important that we're effective 24 hours a day with self-service options. The other aspect is we have to be able to connect end users to live agents when they have a complex issue. And we use the same technology that powered that FAQ system in order to help live agents on the fly. So what you're seeing in this blue box is our contact center AI program. In particular, we stitched together phone and chat with our virtual agents powered by Dialogflow and Agent Assist that enable us to solve problems for virtual agents as well as human agents in real time. We're excited to connect these to your consumers as well as your backends so that you can do personalized, rich conversations with end users.
Wow, this is so great. So if you want to learn more about it, please go ahead and to our website at dialogflow.com. You will find other case studies, information about contact center AI, as well as more documentations online. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please stay tuned for the next session. We hope you enjoy the conference.